Hello, my name is Alfredo, and this is the main video of my performance of Rachmaninoff's prelude number 5 Opus 32 that you will find at the link here below at the description. This video might be of your interest if you want to study this piece of music, and I will present a few thoughts regarding what I realized, I think I understood about what to do to work on to play this difficult piece of music. So let's start with the beginning where the theme melody is introduced. So here we have a substantial technical problem to work on, that is the left hand, where the fact that I believe you should hold the quarters, that's the important note giving the fluidity of the music flow. So you find your hand, at least if you hand a hand like mine, with a strange kind of rigid configuration that makes uneasy to play the semiquavers that are not important and but have to be played with regularity and clarity. You will find difficult to play them. So what I think is helping me is to use a technique of push forward of your arm movement to press the keys. So rather than what more typically we do, pressing down the key with this movement, that would be what I want to do is to press the keys by pushing my arm. And I feel this helps my rounding movement that I need to activate to play with fluidity the semiquavers. The tempo. Of course, here you have to work quite a bit on the arpeggio on the left hand in the bass, in this point. That will come back in E minor when the main melody is repeated in the next page, and in that point require more solidity, more assertiveness. This section without una corda pedal, but I feel that will help to reach the pianissimo at the end of the melody, around the very last note of this song. Now let's go through the first transition with the butterfly figures after the presentation of the main melody. We have a number of technical issues here to work on. First of all, the left hand. I suggest to remove notes to get to the sense of flow. times and then you start connecting them. The same with the right hand. I would remove all notes and initially try to familiarize your body rhythm on the main beats of the musical line. And then you fill up progressively. When you feel comfortable with that, you add the second important note. Again. And careful with the pedal because it's very easy, in my opinion, to generate harmonic melodic confusion. So more or less I would play it for the first half of the quarter and I would release it for the second half of each quarter, where the 30 seconds would need to appear with clarity. And notice that in the right hand, the first note of these groups has a kind of delicate accent, the flat accent that Rachmaninoff uses when he doesn't want you to hit the keyboard, but however to assign some solidity to the note. Well, I suggest to practice these 30 seconds, sometime in chords. But I found this is not enough, because especially in some groups of them, when the hand gets spread over a significant span of keys, you need to practice a little bit to remain clear. And then again, I am using the left pedal for this transition section and I keep it pressed until basically I play this chord at the end. Okay, so the first two pages I think can be worked out, keeping in mind these basic concepts. I would highlight at the end of the second page, bar 16th, where the left hand have a new musical material. So in here I would release the una corda pedal that I had pressed during the butterfly figures. I would release it more or less on this F sharp. So that this fragment of melody comes out clear over the 30 seconds that keep playing. And again, the technique to study that, in my opinion, needs to start removing the secondary notes. I will reach the veloce at bar 21. I would advise to practice that in chords. And with the leading note only in the right hand. Suggest you which grouping you might use. We've reached the G minor section. So here we have some complications with the trill that appears in the right hand. I suggest to play the G note in the top, changing between 5, 4 and 5. And you start this section with sufficient sound to get it down then to a lighter piano and pianissimo as it is written. Then again the melody that starts with more than pianissimo, PPP. So I would play this with una corda at the beginning where the 3P appears. I will then go to all strings when the melody open up. And I would play with the touch to perform the dynamics that is even written here, and I would go back to the una corda where the PP sign, the pianissimo at bar 32nd appears. So we are with all strings here. And here the una corda. Here we reach the more intricate section, the compositive section, that however in my opinion is not the most challenging technically. So again, remove note to maintain the flow. Even more than this. And I would practice these thirds, grouping them together in different ways, like for instance. And of course the left hand alone with these difficult note spins. And here I feel that whereas at the beginning that push forward movement in the arm would help, here on the contrary I feel more fluid, a normal going down movement with the arm on the main note of the group of fives. Exaggerating it, and this would help later to be fluid as needed. I would also try to group together 2 or 3 of these notes as comfortable for your hand to get used to the position. It's pianissimo, but as usual you need some solidity in touch to maintain the sound kind of crisp, clear and nice. Just a little bit of pedal, really very brief touches, I think, otherwise the harmonies get confused with one another. And the very end again is a little difficult, so first without secondary notes. To get the physical fluidity, and then start adding something. Here the left hand becomes important with this progression. And start even the jumps of the thumb. plays with the right hand, the G and the D, but actually I think this makes things complicated, so I do the arpeggio of the left hand closing on the D, and I take the D, that in this chord is for the left hand, with the right hand. And we close with the piano. I hope you enjoyed this video. If this is the case, please press like and share it. And I will close this presentation by playing this piece.